does Vladimir Putin have more respect for who we are than we do?
Part of this podcast I was wanting to do is I wanted to name drop and get your immediate reaction to certain names.
Sure.
Candace Owens.
She's at a crossroads. I'm actually interested in talking to her. Because right now I'm watching the cabal come after her. I was kind of interested in why she decided to double down on Catholicism. But if you got the Jews coming for you, you need some kick-ass motherfuckers behind you. So I get that. The problem is that the Catholic Church is responsible for most of the confusion.
This we know.
In the separation between true Hebrews and true kinetic genius passed down through our DNA, and the Jesuits who took the sciences and perverted it.
I'm definitely familiar. That was the first name that came off my mind based on something you said a few moments ago.
She had a crossroads.
I agree so much. I can't believe you said that. Because I'm going to keep it real. I became familiar with Candace Owens a few years ago when she was going with the rhetoric anti-Black Lives Matter.
I thought she was a plant.
I hated her.
I thought she was a plant.
Yes.
And guess what? You want to know what? I think I was right. I just don't think she knew it.
And you don't think she's beyond redemption?
I don't know. I think everyone can be redeemable.
Amen.
Everyone is redeemable.
Amen. That's the gospel.
But I think she was a plant and she didn't know it. You know, that's the funny thing about the way they have the construct of this world set up. Everything is based on a lie. The truth you feel inside you.
Intuition.
But everything around us is based on a lie. Lean not into thine own understanding. To lean on something is
all
to
thy ways.
Is to boom. You know what I mean? You're putting support on it. Like I'm sitting in this chair. I'm resting in this chair. I have faith in this chair because I believe this chair isn't going to let me fall. Right?
Correct.
Same thing with understanding. Same thing with knowledge. We lean into that. We give it more credibility. But what if everything that's been put into your mind from the day you were born was a lie?
Well, you know what type of courage it takes to even consider that as a possibility? It takes extreme courage, especially when you've been programmed and indoctrinated. Like we have. I struggle with it all the time because I believe in things I don't believe in anymore. I definitely do because out of fear. Well, fear of hellfire.
The thing is it's not that you believe in it. You believe in the consequences.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fear of hellfire. I feel like I'm afraid to acknowledge my lack of belief in certain things. Even when I acknowledge it, I feel like I owe something an acknowledgement that I don't quite believe what I just, you know what I'm saying? It's a brain fuck.
No, it's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
It's not a brain fuck. You know what I mean? It's a mind fuck because the indoctrination in the lies is so cold that your mind just, even though it keeps rejecting it, it just goes, because it's programming.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's programming. And now the program is advanced. They're doubling down on the program. They want you to believe in the programming of the program. They want you to count on it.
As you build, I want to keep the name list going.
Go ahead.
Goomba. Shout out to the homie with that crip lot.
Listen to me. The day y'all talked and you asked him where his origins went and he became confused of who he was cripping for and what it was and how it went.
I'm going to leave it at that because...
You know what? He did the same thing with his military service too.
Okay.
Pretenders are pretenders. The sad thing is that he took vows before God and he broke them for a pickup truck. because YouTube told him, hey, we can make sure you're okay as long as you help us drag her down. He got that scared. He was that afraid. And see, fear is a great motivator, but it's also a great liar. Because fear will tell you, you'll never make it. It can't happen. It won't happen. That's humanity. You know, we're not here to encourage each other to believe in our superpower. We encourage each other to believe that it's not real, not to trust it. Why? Why do we live in a country where they're literally feeding us a diet that they know is going to make our bodies break down faster, make our minds break down faster, make our all of that?
Dude, realize that our health message that we are familiar with is what really separates us from the majority of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
Ellen J.
You can't. How do you justify all this treatment? Nobody's interested in curing anything, yet God has created nothing but cures, real life cures that cost next to nothing. And if you're diligent enough, you can grow most of this stuff on your own property.
Rest in peace, Dr. Seppi and Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Yeah.
And Nipsey Hussle.
And Neighborhood Nip the Crib. Thank you, baby. You see him, you see his face shining right there in the midst of us.
I know. I love it when he wears his Crenshaw.
No, I love the way you be shouting the homie out throughout your whole little shit. I see the respect you give him outside of our connection. It just lets me know the creator is in control.
Trying to do. Yeah. And they lined him up. And now I'm watching him try to do the same thing to Kendrick.
Shout out K-Dot. I want to keep my list of names going.
Goomba, what was my answer?
I forget.
I didn't.
You'll watch it on replay though. You went deep. You talked about your husband. What? How they call it? Was?
Yeah, that's what the gay boys call it.
Your cousin. Then I'm gonna call it your cousin.
Listen to me. He is my cousin.
Your cousin.
Didn't know he was my cousin when we got married. I found out later.
So y'all did the what they call it?
Well, no, he's my fourth cousin once removed.
That's still the shit. What they call it?
Look,
what's the shit called?
Not incest.
Y'all did the
Incest is
thing?
first generation.
Only. We all cousins, huh?
Yeah, everybody's a cousin. I mean, the funny thing is I don't know why people be lying and acting like Americans haven't been encouraging family members to marry.
Let's not get off track. I want to keep my list of names going.
Rose, listen to me. Eleanor and Franklin Delano, wasn't it? Yeah, they were cousins.
I don't know the Delanos. Who are those? Who is that?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt. They're first cousins.
Wow.
They're first cousins.
Tell me this. I want to know about.
Why don't nobody talk about that? Why don't nobody talk about in the state of New Jersey, it's still legal to marry your first cousin?
You know, you are pioneering a lot of conversations that people aren't talking about. So, if you
do you know where
talk your shit?
Do you know where Oprah's proxy?
I don't know what a proxy is.
Stedman.
Oh, Stedman. What happened to Stedman? He's still around?
Yeah, he's still around somewhere. I guess they let him out every now and then to do a press tour and put him back there.
Do we hate on Oprah for the fact that there's a Stedman, or do we respect her?
I don't know what he does, but I know he's from
You gotta respect Oprah then.
I know he's from Goulstown.
I don't know what that is.
Goulstown is a town in New Jersey.
Okay.
Tucked down around Salem County, where there used to be a lot of Klan and a lot of weird stuff going on. A lot of blacks passing, you know. But Goulstown, the reason why it stuck out in New Jersey is because everybody would always say, don't date nobody from Goulstown because it's all inbred. All inbred.